Welcome to the Run Your Day podcast, where our goal is to expand your focus and perspective on life. This is your daily dose of motivation, mindfulness, and so much more. And now, here to help you take your day back, your host, Dan Hafner.
Boom! What's up, everyone? Hey, I hope that didn't blow out your speakers in your phone or your car. I just wanted to test that out. Hey, welcome into the Run Your Day podcast. Dan Hafner joining you here. It is Thursday morning, my friends. Today's topic is this: a calloused mind. A calloused mind. As always, thank you all for joining. So, today I'm just gonna shamelessly hop up on my soapbox and talk about the audiobook I've been listening to called You Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Man, this audiobook has changed my life. I've been listening to it for about 2 weeks now, and man, at the time of this recording, I haven't gone through all the to the end, but I'm on I think like chapter 4, and man, I mean, basically, for any of you that don't know, David Goggins, a Navy SEAL, just total badass, total guy. Like he had such a screwed up life, was just beat savagely as a child, dealt with a whole bunch of rejection issues, like family issues, personal issues, like a whole bunch of stuff. But the whole premise of the book and his message is that, you can't hurt me. There's no one that can hurt you in life but you, right? And he talked about this process of how he went from having such a weak mindset, like this victimhood mentality, to being just an absolute dominator of his own mind and being able to just manipulate anything in his life via the power of his mind, right? And this woke me up. This absolutely slapped me across the face a couple days ago when he was talking about this concept of a calloused mind. Right, so take like fitness, for example. If you go to the gym and you bench press, you do pull-ups, you push-ups, or like you just work outside or whatever you do, you develop calluses on your hands, right? Like right down where your fingers meet your palms, and you kind of get that rough skin calluses either on your hands or feet, right? And how does that form, right? It forms through friction. It forms through work, through things being rubbed together, obstacles, like basically through the work, right? And it gets tougher. I used to have very callous hands when I did physical labor back in my younger days. I'd sit in front of a computer now, so my calluses are kind of gone because I don't really go to the gym all that often. I just run a lot, but the concept is the same in your mind, right? Like if you are constantly pushing yourself through obstacles and not allowing your mind to take the easy way out, as it's always programmed and wired to do, you find this inner ability to just have a calloused mind, right? And this is why it slapped me in the face, because I just realized man, I've never been able to really develop that level of mental toughness, right? Like I've had flashes of it. I know that part exists inside of me. And it might exist inside of you, but are you able to access it all the time? Are you able to access it on demand, right? It's very hard. You're not going to be able to pull this off today or tomorrow or a month from now. Like it takes time. And this is one thing that I've started, implementing through the process of this book is learning how to notice when your mind is taking the easy way out, to say, nope, not going to do that. We're going to go this way, right? I've talked about it on the show before. Like your mind is always programmed to just take the easy way out, like survival mode, right? So noticing, like you come to a decision, am I going to get up and work out today? Your mind's like, nah, it's warm in this bed. And you're like, nope, we're going to do this. We're going to go through it, and we're going to get up and go, right? So that is forming callous, right? You're pushing through an obstacle. Your mind, you come across a temptation to sleep in, to eat something not healthy for you, to do whatever, something easy, something that's going to be easy in the moment. do you take the path of least resistance, or do you take the path of more resistance? The more you go through that path of discomfort, of more resistance, and just put yourself through the stuff that you don't want to go through, you begin to get that calloused mind, right? And I've been doing this like every single day for the past like 2 weeks, and like I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Like, it is a game changer. If you are someone that, you know, has a weaker mind, if you notice, like, you take the path of least resistance, you always seek comfortability, you know, you always try to be, you always find yourself in a comfortable situation. You're never out of your comfort zone. You have an uncalloused mind. Like, it's hard to say, it's hard to admit. It was very hard for me to realize this, but now the fact is, like, you have nowhere to go but up. Like, you have nowhere to go but up. That's a great place to be. So the more you push through these obstacles, the more you're able to find the ways, the paths to be like, nope, this is the easy way. I have this option. It's like having a buffet sitting there right in front of you, but you're on a fast or you're on a diet. You're like, man, I could gorge on this gorgeous feast, but I know that this is easy. This is a path of least resistance for me, and that's not what I'm about, right? So, man, I'm telling you, if you haven't checked out this book, you've got to go on Audible and download it. I think it was like $13 or $14. Like, it's life changing. It will absolutely blow your mind. I mean, the more I've listened to it, the more I'm just like, wow, like this dude is the truth, and this is what I want to work towards. like no buts about it. So go to Audible, check it out. It's absolutely incredible. I'm sure there's other places you can get it, but that's where I got it. So my challenge for you today is this. You know, think of an area of your life. Well, I shouldn't say an area, maybe like, you know, inside of your mind. Like, is there somewhere where you always take the path of least resistance? Is it in your fitness routine? Is it in a relationship? You know, do you always, take anger out or frustrations out on someone when you shouldn't? Do you always, avoid going to the gym or avoid a workout when you know you shouldn't? Do you avoid healthy eating when you know you shouldn't? You know, what is that area where your mind is taking you down the path of least resistance, and figure that area out. And the next thing is, where can you start taking the path of uncomfortability and more resistance, and start to develop those calluses, start to develop the harder mind. So that's my challenge for you guys today, and moving forward as well. So, as always, going to wrap up the show today. Thank you all for joining. Really, really appreciate you guys coming on here every day and listening. Hope you get a lot out of this. I'm telling you, You Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins will change your damn life. Okay? Go on Audible. Check it out today. Okay? Thank you all for joining. We'll come at you next time. Dan Hafner signing off. Run your day.
Thank you for listening to the Run Your Day podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, feel free to share today's show with friends and family. Until next time, have a great day.